Right, so Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection dropped what I bet would be one of the final trailers for the Legacy Collection prior to launch, and there's some good stuff in here. So let's take a look and see what we got. All right. Oh, hi Ed. All right, so I mean, I'm gonna dissect this. I mean, I'm gonna like straight up a log this video. I mean, like it's a minute and 50 long video. We might get like 10 minutes of content out of this. So let's see what's going on. This is pretty obviously easy, right? I mean, it's the arcade. It's this is standard fare. So nothing to see here, and just some regular old stuff here. I find it funny that they have Kentaro doing a fatality, but a lot of the rest of the other videos, the blood is turned off. Just notice that, okay?
We knew that there was something special going on.
Now this right here, this brought some speculation. Master of My Universe brought this up, and there was some speculation here that it's possible that maybe this is the PlayStation port, but I did some research around on some other places on the internet, and that is likely because of the way it's emulated, combined with the fact that it's, video capture, not on a CRT, if that makes sense to everybody. So we're probably looking at the arcade version here, and we'll see it in another spot, but I still think we're looking at the arcade version, unfortunately. Although it would not surprise me if we do, or if we do eventually get the the PlayStation version, because we do have like what, 3 PlayStation games now. So, but let's see. All right, Digital Eclipse. That was from Trilogy, obviously. Yeah, that was from Trilogy. Look, Smoke taking on Sub-Zero stance because he's in a rare wait idle state. I was talking about that with Master Mel yesterday. Okay, some more MK4, which that's what is that? They both say push start, so that is the attract mode for the arcade. So, yeah. The collection. I love that. What do we have? We had Genesis MK2, Super Nintendo MK2, one of the handhelds. All right, so Mortal Kombat MK2, UMK3. I love how UMK3 gets the biggest logo of the bunch. I love it. MK4, Trilogy, PlayStation game, 2 handhelds, and 2 more PlayStation games in Mythologies and Special Forces. There's a fatality. That's pretty standard fare. UMK3. Oh, look out, Shang. Oh my gosh. And Trilogy 4. This is the part I think Master of My Universe was talking about right here with Raiden at the beginning. And again, I think it's just the way the the capture is working, because what we're really used to seeing is we're used to seeing CRT footage, right? Because there's no good video capture because we don't have good emulation. So I don't, sadly at this point, at least at launch, I don't think we're going to get any N64 ports either of anything right now. Oh, I don't know why they put this in. I really don't. Deadly Alliance, Tournament Edition, and then Sub-Zero, Mythologies, and Special Forces. I love it. I'm happy for anybody that was itching for Special Forces. Not my deal, but hey, I'm happy for people that are happy. You know what I mean? That's not all. Okay, we're going to have to slow this one down. All right, hold on. Okay. So I'm sure on the left-hand side, this is the Genesis. This is probably this 32 export. We'll go frame by frame. And that's obviously Super Nintendo. I heard some people speculating that this right here was possibly the PlayStation version of MK2 from Japan, but just based on how they're doing the platforms, I have to think that that's the Game Boy version. MK3, Genesis MK3. Surprises me, you notice there's no logos on here. Do you notice that? We don't, like, they've, like, very artistically removed the console logos. Going to bet that that is because of licensing or copyright somehow. Obviously, UMK3, Trilogy, Mythologies, 4, and then it stops. We don't have any other console versions. And then over on the left, it goes right over to Special Forces. And then Mythology, Sub-Zero. Now this is cool right here. Some of the little footage they have here. Pit Fighter. Digitized sprites 2 years before Mortal Kombat was created. I played Pit Fighter in the arcade, and it was insanely fun. I rented it for the Super Nintendo, and I wanted to throw it across my house. It was insanely hard. High Impact Football, it didn't give us much. Let's see if we can frame. There we go. First programming project, that's right. High Impact Football, the precursor to Blitz, pretty much. John Tobias, a new team member joining Midway. Street artist, I did not know that about him. That's pretty cool.
The freedom that we were given to create that game.
And it's interesting how we get revision 4.0 and not 5.0, because 5.0 was the final official release. So I wonder if we'll get previous versions. You never know.
In hindsight, was incredible.
Now this, I think, is super cool. Someone had talked in the past about how there was originally going to be high, medium, and low kick and punch. But if you look up here at the top, you got 7 buttons. High, medium, and low punch, high, medium, and low kick, and block. My goodness. That would have been a cluster. I'm glad we only got 5 buttons to play with. That's some good artistry there. I like that. Sharpen your skills. Now this is really cool. It was mentioned before about hoping that we have lobbies. There is a whole lot. There's like a wealth of cool stuff in here, right? You got match settings, control schemes, fatality time, fatality distance, 1-button fatality options, and to display the input. And you got fatality trainer. That's pretty cool. You can select your stage. And they got the UMK3 random select. I know it's UMK3 because look at the background of random select. Okay. And that gives us all of the stages, including Goro's lair in MK2. And there's Raiden blowing up Shang Tsung. Reptile taking off Striker's head. Poor Cyrax, he's still back there. Some more fatalities, then we can play together. Yeah, buddy. Oh, there's some blood. Rollback netcode, that's always good. There's Cabal and Shang. Local versus. Boy, I'm glad we get to play local. You know, it's funny. To digress a little bit, I was talking to my son and his girlfriend tonight about how, like, the evolution of, like, first-person shooters. How it was, like, first there was, like, split-screen console shooters. And then you had the option of doing split screen and and online, and then you could do like LAN parties and, you know, different screens, but you're still in the same room, same house, whatever. And then to where how everything has evolved into it's all online. So I'm glad we still get local versus the way it was meant to be. And more. Oh boy, there's more. Let's see. CRT filters. Well, hopefully they pull it off well this time. Okay, we got a music player. Like, there is so much content in here. that there better be online lobbies. There really had better be online lobbies. There is going to be crossplay. I think they're same deal with MK1, right? There was no crossplay at launch, but they are saying that there will be crossplay with time. I hope that holds true. And I like this. We have all kinds of characters. It looks almost like a Mugen select screen. Who's this over here? Is this Chameleon? Is this Woman Kamana Melon? We got all these characters together. There's old Mr. Rain there. It looks like a foggy school portrait. Let's keep going. That's okay, and you can switch between games, which is pretty cool. Okay. You get to see how they look in each game. Also very cool. And you get to go back in time to undo your screw-ups, which is nice. All kinds of fatalities and cool stuff. Testing your might, getting over here. I like how in the video they put in Ed Boon's actual get over here voice. That's pretty cool. Yes, Headlock, that is a new Chameleon portrait. And here we go. This is the good stuff right here. Oh my gosh, this is great. WAVENET. All right. WAVENET. Okay, so. Oh, this is a oh my gosh, this is a different one. The one they had in the previous video was Noob doing this to Smoke. And Smoke had 4 wins. So that's interesting. They modified the video a little bit. I am very, very intrigued at that. But that is absolutely 100% a console, or not console, an arcade. That is an arcade game right there. And probably Nightwolf's green shadow for like his shoulder charge. I bet that would match up about perfectly. Oh, that is so cool. I love it. All right, that ends the video. But this right here, this is like the closest to lost, like actual lost media that you can get with the Mortal Kombat games. Because like we knew that there was a playable noob Cybot in UMK3 WAVENET. We knew that certain moves had changed. Like Cabal's spin had slower startup. There were limits on Kung Lao's spin launcher and Striker's riot gun. There were those are the ones that I know of, and there could have very well been a myriad of others. As far as we knew, there were currently 2 WAVENET boards in existence. One in Ed Boon's office, and one belonged to Doc Mack from Galloping Ghost Arcade. And as I have read, I can't confirm that if there's truth to it or not, but part of the condition of purchase when Doc purchased that WAVENET board was that he would never dump the ROMs. And so far as we know, that has held true to this day. But you know there's going to be people data mining for this stuff right here. Because I in particular would love to see what is different about this game compared to regular old UMK3. But I guess we're going to find out when the game comes out, you know? That is so cool. So yeah, that's it. MK Legacy Kollection leaves us with a little bit of speculation. Are we going to get a couple more PlayStation games? Are we going to get an MK4 port based on those screenshots? What all is WAVENET showing us? Which is hilarious because the other day I made mention of the fact that it's like very Exhibit-esque to put an online game into online play. Like, yo, dog, I heard you like playing Mortal Kombat online, so now you can play online Mortal Kombat while you play online Mortal Kombat. And we got it. I mean, this that's the coolest thing in the world. I cannot wait. I am super, super excited. So, more to come, I guess.